Welcome back to episode 6 of StruckByBelz Cooldown.
Yes, welcome back. So we didn't do a podcast last week because obviously it was Thanksgiving and we didn't get the chance to record because we were family. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks now since we haven't really posted consistently. So
But
we
we're back.
missed kind of like two weeks in the span of like your birthday and going to Miami as well as Thanksgiving. But yeah, this is just the holidays. Sometimes the holidays are busy for us. So
Well, just November and December are just really busy.
we have so many birthdays, Christmas,
Holidays.
New Year's, holidays. So but yeah, the podcast is something we want to keep consistently every Friday. We want to post it every Friday. So forgive us for like those 2 weeks that we didn't post. But
was it 2 weeks?
Yeah, it was that week that we went for your birthday. We didn't post that week, plus the week of Thanksgiving.
It's been 2 weeks.
Well, it hasn't been 2 weeks because we went for your birthday. We didn't post. The week after that, we did post, which was episode 5. And then
I thought you meant 2 weeks in a row. I'm like,
no, not 2 weeks in a row. I said 2 weeks that we missed.
Okay.
But yes.
I wanted to start off today's podcast a little different. There's a Reddit story that went viral on TikTok.
Really?
And maybe like I'm probably late to the party. It's like been like maybe like 2 months or so. But I already know this story, but you don't know this story.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to get your reaction to this Reddit story.
All right, cool.
All right, so I'm just going to read through it. My 20-year-old girlfriend of 2 years told me the music that I, 25-year-old male, playing during sex is weird and a major turnoff. Okay, so this is his story. A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. I read online that you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance.
Right. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I searched lovemaking songs and I started slowly creating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm. I feel like that's relatable. I've had a playlist before.
Right.
Have you? Have you had
a sex playlist?
Yeah. Like a lovemaking sex playlist.
Yeah, I think so. Like I've had it, like, but it's, I'm not really thinking about, that's not something I'm thinking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying like not necessarily now, but in your earlier years.
Yeah, like if I think back in my earlier years, yeah, you had certain songs that
You'd be like, ooh, this would be like an amazing song to, just
You know what? That's interesting.
Get it on with.
I don't know for anybody else out there. I don't feel like that's something that actually guys think about.
Really?
I don't. I feel like that's more of a woman thing. Like they want that love making music to make love to and everything. Like I feel like there's always like there's a time and place for that. Like when you want to set the mood. You want to set the mood. You want to, have the candles and like dim the lights, the rose petals and like the music in the background. Like there's a mood for that. But I don't think like guys necessarily think like, I'm going to make a playlist for this or, I'm going to keep this song in my back pocket for like a night with I don't feel it for me. I can only speak for me.
Yeah.
Like that's not something I'm thinking about. Like there's certain songs that I love. Like I love listening to, like R&B artists, like artists that make those kind of songs. Like I love those songs, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like growing up, I really, really loved R&B. But I just love the music. I wasn't really, really into the music to like, oh, I'm about to,
I think music can definitely like set the mood.
No, sure. That's what I'm saying. If you're trying to set the mood.
Not only set the mood, but I think even like during.
Right.
It's like.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But look, I was not expecting you to hit me with no sex talk
Steph
right now.
I had no idea about this story. But this story literally went viral. And I think
I wonder why why did it go viral? Because of...
Oh, you're going to see.
Okay. But wait. So, okay. But, I didn't expect you to have like a sex talk right now. So this is very like, I feel like you caught me off guard. But,
I'm full of surprises.
I can see where I guess someone would try to get to the beat and be with the beat and
but
try to, you know, but I feel like it's just too much. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? I was very natural with my, like, just growing up. You know, I was just natural. I was out there. You know,
you were natural. You're out there.
No, I did. You know, I did my thing. You know, everything kind of came natural for me. But I, yeah, you know, I get it.
I kind of like see what he's saying. Like, I understand what he's saying. You know, like the music kind of gets you in the mood. The whole thing with like going to the beat, like.
No,
maybe
I hear that though. I hear that though.
Maybe for guys, but like, I think it's more like so getting in the mood, you know. All right, let me continue reading the story. There are a few songs to my playlist. However, there is one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates and says turns her off in a major way. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me she hates that song. It's a good lovemaking song with good rhythm. I feel the way I effed up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she likes the playlist or any songs she'd like to add or change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our sex life is great, but in her eyes has just been ruined by my music, has left the whole situation feeling awkward and a bit annoyed. I pretty much played this tune every single time, so the amount of times she must have not been enjoying it. When I thought the complete opposite is annoying, but also embarrassing in ways. So I want to play a little snippet
of the song.
Of this song.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Man, what the fuck is this?
I don't want to get copyrighted. But imagine...
It's got to be a joke.
Imagine...
It's a joke.
Imagine...
It's a joke.
No, it's not. It's not a joke. Imagine thrusting to this.
No, but listen. Like, I think this guy's trolling the internet. It's a troll. It's not real.
There has been an update, and they actually broke up.
Right.
Because this Reddit thread got so... But like popular.
That's so interesting because not only is the song bad, this guy said he thrust with the beat. So imagine thrusting with the beat.
Okay, but
like that's a troll. That's a troll. That's troll. That's not real.
Maybe it's enjoyable.
It definitely wasn't enjoyable for her.
Yeah.
He basically said she didn't like it. So.
Yeah. So. Not to mention my previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her. It's effed up the relationship, to be honest, because sex feels awkward now. The other day, we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop. Like, that is so crazy. Like, he already knows, like, the beat because they've done it so many times, you know, with that song playing in the background, that he still is doing that with no music on.
Right. Yeah. Look, man, you know, some people, you know, I guess, you know, he needed help with it and, you know, cool. But in my opinion, you know, I feel like you should just go with the flow. Just be you. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to implement anything, you know.
Wait, what do you mean implement anything?
Like he was implementing music to help him, you know, feel better about himself with having, you know, intercourse with.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure, but I'm saying that he was trying too hard. He, you know, I feel like some people, you know, they tend to, you know, not being okay with who they are. You know, it's okay for not, if you don't know how to thrust, whatever, sure. And if the girl really loves you, you know, you guys will figure it out together, you know, and you guys move forward together. But like when you put something like that in, and obviously he said he has his stuff in his head, and he even without the music, he's going with the, like, you know, that I'm not thinking about no song in my head. Like I'm like, you know, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, but it's interesting. I think it's a troll. I'm gonna go with that. This guy's a troll.
Okay,
there's no way this is
let
real.
me just, it's almost done. I thought this song was perfect, and I always thrust along with the tune, and it gives me the perfect rhythm for doing the deed. I usually bust to this song, and I find it devastating. She hates the song.
Is that it? The end?
She hates my lovemaking tunes and didn't tell me for over 2 years. Making sex now awkward.
And that thing took over the internet.
It took over the internet, and it's that song just like, like the first comment of that song on YouTube. A moment of silence for that poor woman suffering 2 years of this. The fact that she recognized the pattern, and told him to stop is golden.
To be honest, she loved him. She must have loved him to go through that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know what it is? I feel like people are not honest. I feel like if you're honest with someone, he wouldn't have to go through this public, humiliation. I would imagine. I would imagine some people are like, ranking on him and doing all these things. I'm not going to rank on him. Like, everybody's, everybody has to find themselves some way, somehow. But I just feel like you should be true to who you are. Like, you shouldn't put in external sources to make you feel better about yourself. Like, you should be okay with who you are. And if the person that you're with, if you're afraid, like, because to me it sounds like that he was fearful, and not only her, but it seems like he had other partners as well, because he said that he had other partners that was okay with it. Right? So that's another story. Like, I'm wondering who those other partners are. Like to me that sounds like a lie.
It's something about that song, because he's saying that he busts every single time.
Well, he might have bust.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he...
Right. Yeah,
it's something with that song that he enjoys.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Like, for me, I don't mind, making love with music. I feel like you're right. I feel like some songs will enhance the time. And, if you have like, a good song, we're in the mood, you set the theme and everything.
It's not like every single time you do it, you need to listen to music.
100%. There's a time and place for that. You go out on a date, you want to do something special for your partner. You have music playing, all that stuff. You do it right. Like any regular couple, you do it right. But this sounds like it was like every time, and like he like
it did sound like that.
It's just like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it sounded like every single time they had sex, like they...
It sounds like
had that playlist going.
It sounds like he wasn't sure of himself. He didn't have confidence in who he was, and he was afraid of what others might think of him in that situation. So he was finding external things to make it seem like he knows what he's doing, maybe, and he's hitting it right. Maybe that's how in his head he's like, oh yeah, if I do this, I'm hitting it right. Like, I feel confident.
Thrusting to song.
Yeah. But I just feel bad for dude, man. Like if this is true, which I doubt is true, this sounds like a troll. That girl, man.
I think she did love him to stick around for that long, because 2 years.
Yeah, she should have been honest from the start.
2 years of that.
Yeah. You got maybe because
of course, being, I think, like what you said, being honest, letting him know, like, hey, I'm not feeling this, and if he continues, then it's time to like.
Yeah.
What else? Like, you were honest with him, and he's still like doing this.
Yeah.
This stuff.
Yeah, I think through honesty and truth, if you really love someone, you could find a way to move on and better the relationship, especially if that's what it is, right?
Yeah. So, and there's nothing wrong with trying new things, but I just think that song was just not it.
That song definitely wasn't
like
it.
What? And if you hear the beginning of the song, it's like, oh, this is like
really.
Like a chill, like it's good,
right.
And then once it hits like 20 something seconds, it's like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, imagine like him just like switching to the beat. I'm just like, oh, this is bad. This is terrible. Man. I feel so bad for that girl. But then again, it's like she should have been honest from the jump.
Yeah,
it could have been avoided.
Yeah, man. You just gotta be you. Like it all sounds like someone trying to be something that they're not, because they're not confident in who they are. So they're trying things that just don't. That's not natural. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. In my mind, in myself, it doesn't feel like that's a natural thing.
And the ex didn't even tell him anything.
No, yeah, she wasn't truthful. So
that's why he brought this whole thing to his next relationship.
Oh, I see. The other so that's where I think this is probably a lie, because to me, I'm like, wait, so you had other girls that didn't think that was weird, that was. But okay, let's move on from this. We're gonna go out to.
But I do want to incorporate more Reddit stories, because this morning cool. I spent like a good amount of time like reading through stories, and I was like cracking up by myself at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yeah. So if anyone has like Reddit stories, like send them our way and we'll talk about it in the podcast.
You know what we should do?
If you guys have your own confessions, guys can email us.
We should have people like write us like,
you can
maybe say relationship advice.
You'll stay anonymous. You'll stay anonymous.
Yeah, of course they'll stay anonymous. We'll have relationship advice or interesting
stories
that they want
confessions,
interesting stories that they want to say,
something juicy,
and we bring it to the podcast and we talk about it.
I think
that would be great. We should have people just maybe tweet at us, like maybe DM us on Twitter or email us
Yeah, I'm always in the emails, so
yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
We'll leave our email. We'll leave our email in the description.
Okay, we could do that.
Or you guys can DM us on Twitter.
DM us on Twitter, yeah. That's
I'm on the email. You're more on Twitter, so we both can see it.
For sure. But yeah,
we'll have a whole segment on that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We'll have a whole episode on that, because I can talk about that.
You can talk about that all day long. Yeah, for sure. But yeah. So last week it was Thanksgiving. We had a great Thanksgiving. The parents were in town.
Had a small little dinner.
It was nice.
It was chill.
It was nice. We had a good time with the family and everything. This week is Asher's birthday. He actually he celebrates his birthday on the 3rd.
December 3rd. This Saturday.
And then we're gonna be doing some fun stuff with him. So I know he's gonna be real happy. We just got him like a new bed, because
a big boy bed.
Yeah, he finally needs to upgrade to another bed. So he got like a whole Cars themed bed now, which is pretty awesome. But
he's growing up so fast.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot, I think that's why I've been so emotional lately. Like, I literally cry all the time, and I think it's just like seeing Asher grow up.
Yeah.
And he's just like talking so much and doing new things. I'm like, man, like, where does the time go?
Yeah.
And now we're gonna celebrate his 3rd birthday, which is exciting.
Man, like, you're not lying. Like, it's like Ari was just born the other day as well, like in June, and it's like
he's already 5 months.
I was looking at him today. We went on a walk, and I was just looking at him like, this guy is like, I don't even recognize him from 4 months ago. Like 4 months ago, he was barely opening his eyes. He was like very fresh, new to the world, and now he has his own thing. He's so aware. He sees us eat something because he doesn't. He's interested in the milk, but like it's
he's
like when
interested in food already.
When he sees us actually eat real food, he's so interested, and he's like licking his lips. He's trying to like eat the food.
Yeah.
And like if I'm playing,
and he looks like he's like staring at the food.
And if I'm playing Pokemon, he's looking at my controller. He sees me pressing buttons on the controller and moving. And he's just like trying to grab my hand and my fingers. Like
he grabs your beard all the time.
He's always grabbing my beard. He's always he's laughing so much now.
Yes, he's such a happy. He's so happy. You know what? Asher and Ari both were very happy babies.
Yeah.
Like, we were very blessed, because Ari doesn't really cry. Like, he cries like if he's hungry or something like that, but like for the most part he's chill.
Super chill. But yeah, man, like these boys are growing up fast. Like this thing
making
is
me
just
feel
like,
old.
Like it's going by. Yeah, making me feel old too.
I'm like what?
I just turned
yes.
I just
talk about that.
We gotta talk about my birthday.
Yeah.
About me getting older. It was just my birthday. It was my birthday on November 30th. Melanie actually gave me an amazing gift. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, follow us on Twitter, man, at StruckByBelz. I posted what Melanie gave me for my birthday. She surprised me with a Argentina jersey, a Messi jersey, the number 10 jersey, the one
with the hat,
with an Argentina hat, which the jersey they're actually playing in the World Cup right now with, which is super awesome because I think Argentina is going to take the whole thing.
I hope so.
And yeah, Cristiano fans in the comments, calm down. It's Messi all day, but yeah. So that was an amazing gift, and thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
But
I knew you would love it.
I loved it. It was such a
and it was perfect timing because the day of your birthday, Argentina played as well, and they won.
Yes, Argentina played. Talking about the World Cup. So the World Cup started a few weeks ago. Argentina did not have a good start to the World Cup, and one thing I feel like people haven't been kind of paying attention to, maybe like pure soccer fans have picked up on it, but the World Cup is being played in Qatar right now, and a lot of the teams from that region are getting some massive support in the crowd. Like I remember, like back in the day, like last World Cup or even the World Cup before that, Saudi Arabia would be getting blown out 5-0, 6-0. 7-0. Like they were never that great at soccer. But not only is the crowd a factor in that region now, those teams have gotten better. And not only those teams, a lot of teams around the region, well, not around the region, but around the world per se. USA has gotten a lot better. A lot of those players are playing in Europe now. That it wasn't like that before. A lot of those players weren't playing in Europe. You'd have the goalkeeper play in England or whatever, or Landon Donovan playing somewhere, but most of them would play in the States or, just play for the U.S. men's national team. But the rest of the world's catching up, and the big boys are still the big boys like Argentina, Spain, Germany, even though we're about to talk about Germany. They just got knocked out today.
Yeah.
Brazil, Italy.
I don't know. I'm
Italy
talking
didn't
like
even qualify.
I know soccer because I don't.
True. Yeah. You watch it.
I watch because of you.
Right.
I don't know anything.
Right. But no, the rest of the world's catching up, and like I've noticed, even the way USA plays soccer now, I like their brand of soccer a lot more than I did before. And Saudi Arabia, when they beat Argentina, I was like, damn, Saudi Arabia is out here giving Argentina the business. Like I was like shocked, like because we went up 1-0 in that game. And, I was like, oh, okay, Messi got the penalty, went up 1-0. This is about to be an easy 4-0, 3-0, we're about to be.
Yeah.
And then, we started scoring goals, but every single goal started getting called back for offside. And I noticed that
that was the first game, right?
The first game.
Okay, I remember that.
I noticed that the team, the morale and like the team started getting frustrated because of it. You could tell on the pitch, everybody started getting frustrated on the Argentina side because of those offside calls, and they felt like they should be up more. And the crowd, every time they kept calling back those goals, the crowd kept erupting for the other team. Yeah. And I was like, whoa, this stadium is rocking for them. So I was like, because being an Argentina fan, like I've been Argentina since I was like 5. Argentina always has this issue when they're playing with another team that has a big crowd with them. They seem to always just fall apart at the worst times. I'm like, bro, we had this game and all of a sudden fall apart. Yeah. We're losing 3-0, 4-1. And I'm like, bro. And I always felt like Argentina had probably the most talent on their side, or probably the best player, and we'd always fall apart. So I was like, we're about to fall apart. Like I was scared for the second half. And sure enough, second half came to Saudi Arabia scored. And then they scored like literally 2 minutes after that again. And then they went into the defensive shell, which I hate when teams do that. But
you always
usually teams do that when they don't have a lot of talent up front. So I hate when those teams do that. But they shut us down. We lost 2-1. But, fast forward a couple of days. People were talking crazy. People were saying Argentina wasn't going to make it. It's the worst loss in World Cup history, blah, blah, blah. Which, look, it's the World Cup. Anybody can lose. And if you guys notice, and a lot of people that are new to the World Cup, a lot of new fans, specifically the Western fans, Americans, they're like, holy shit, like what is going on? Like I thought this team was good or this team was good or whatever.
Like Germany.
Exactly. But, Germany is another case by themselves. But Japan, the blue lock is real, because those boys, I was not expecting Japan to do what they did. Like, Japan was in a group with Spain and Germany.
Yeah, so it's what Japan and Spain made it through, right?
Japan and Spain made it through.
And then Germany got knocked out.
Germany and Costa Rica got knocked out. Germany is a 4-time world champion. Spain is a 1-time world champion. Top ranked teams, always in the late stages of the World Cup. Last World Cup, Germany didn't go through. This World Cup didn't go through. So something's going on with Germany, and I'm not complaining because they beat Argentina all the time. Every time we meet up Germany, they always beat us. So I'm kind of glad they're out.
Yeah, you guys don't even have to deal with them.
So get out the way, move out the way. I don't care because they always seem to be beating us. So I really don't want to face those guys. So I'm glad they're out. But yeah, Japan, yo, like they beat Germany 2-1 and they beat Spain 2-1 today. So, that's amazing stuff, man. I'm like, besides Argentina, I'm rooting for Japan because obviously we love the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
And, the blue lock stuff is like so funny to me. I'm like, yo, like, because, even the Japan.
It's not a coincidence.
Even the Japan national team, their jerseys, it's inspired from the blue lock manga, supposedly. Right. So,
that's dope. Yeah, that's so cool.
They got something cooking in Japan, and I'm gonna be watching their games. Moving, like, obviously I've been watching their games, but I'm gonna keep watching their games because I think their next game is against Croatia, which Croatia beat us last time in the World Cup. And
so Croatia is a good team.
They're a good team. So Croatia got to the finals last time in the World Cup, but France beat them. And actually, both of those teams that got to the finals beat Argentina. That's why we didn't even make it anywhere last World Cup. France beat us in the groups, in the knockout rounds 4-3, and Croatia beat us 3-0 in the group stage.
Well, I hope Argentina wins because
yes,
when Argentina loses, you do not want to be near Steph.
Yeah, I don't take it well. I don't take it well at all.
So I'm just like praying for my sake that.
Yeah, I'm just down. I'm
just
down. I don't really, but I'm just down.
Is that you get quiet?
I get quiet. I'm like,
and then you just
I don't want to talk. I just
you get easily annoyed.
Yeah, I'm annoyed, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it and everything. So, but this time around, Argentina came through. Messi did say, have faith, and we had faith. So they came through that game with Mexico. We beat them 2-0. That's when I feel like the real Argentina came on. And I feel like a lot of people need to watch out because Argentina, because when I watched Argentina play the Copa America, and I believe it was last year, I saw a different Argentina. I didn't see the same Argentina I grew up with. Because ever since I was 5, these boys kept losing and losing and losing. I'm like, bro.
You think this is their year?
It's like, bro, I'm tired of losing. Like, it's like, and I know this team is like, this team always lets us down. But that Copa America, something changed. Something changed in that Copa America. They started playing a little differently because every time they got a goal, Argentina started waiting and absorbing the offensive team, and they would go on the counter attack and always score. So I was like, we've never played like this before. This is very interesting. And obviously we have a new coach.
Okay, I was just going to ask you.
Scaloni, he's our new coach. And a lot of the coaching staff in Argentina are former players as well. I think Aymar is also on the coaching staff. But it's we're playing differently. But even with the Copa America, I think they went up another level. Where in the qualifiers, they started scoring on people. Like, because you could tell after they got the cup, they just went on a different level of confidence, right? Their confidence level went up. Messi finally got that trophy he wanted internationally. I think we beat Italy 3-0 to get another international trophy. And you kind of saw Argentina went on the 36-game winning streak. They hadn't lost in 36 games. And the first loss was against Saudi Arabia. And after that loss, I felt like that woke them up. Like, because they were getting a little too confident and they weren't as focused. And I feel like after that, that's the worst thing I think could have happened for everybody else. Argentina losing that game. When Argentina lost that game, I was like, it could go two ways. We see the old Argentina come back, or these guys focus up and they go and take this World Cup.
Yeah.
And we won both games back to back. 2-0 against Mexico. Great game. Second half, Messi just incredible goal. This new guy, I believe, I forget his name.
Is he number 9?
Messi's the number 10.
I know Messi. If I'm saying the new guy, is he number 9?
There's a new guy. Yeah, the new striker. Because Martinez, we had to put this man on the bench because I don't know what he was doing. But this new youngster, I think he's like 20 years old or something. I think his name is Alvarez I think it's Alvarez. And there's another one called Henzo Fernandez or something like that. He's number 24. I think he plays for in Portugal for Benfica. But yeah, so I didn't know about those players just yet, but they're in now, and I'm looking. I'm like, yo,
and they've scored goals already,
correct.
Right? Yeah,
and they brought a different element to this Argentina team, and I think
Messi's like, yeah, I got some young guys on the team.
I'm telling you,
that can play.
When that second half versus Mexico, and they switched it up, I saw a different Argentina. I was like, oh shit, like these guys, like because I knew that they could win the cup. But when I saw that second half versus Mexico, and especially versus Poland after that, I was like, wow, they could really win it. They can really win the cup. They have the quality. They have the confidence. I think they have the focus. And, whoo, boy, wouldn't it be something for Argentina to win the World Cup and for Messi to lift that trophy? I can't wait to talk my shit against these Cristiano fans when that happens.
If Argentina makes it to the very end, who would you like to see go against Argentina?
I would love for it to be Portugal. I think it would be a match for the ages.
Yeah.
I think if Portugal versus Argentina are in the final, I think this whole planet is gonna be shaking. Like, literally. I think you can't ask for something bigger.
That'll be the biggest game.
Portugal versus Argentina would be the biggest game on this planet today, probably of all time. Like Cristiano fans, Messi fans, Portugal, Argentina, like, oh man, like, and whoever loses that game, boy, they're gonna be hurt for life until they go to the dirt.
Yeah,
like that game would be crazy. I think that's the game I would like to see.
So when is the finals? Like, how many weeks out from like today?
I think the finals gonna be in the middle of June, probably end of June.
What?
Because well, not June. I'm tripping.
I'm like, how many months?
I'm sorry. No, because
we're in December.
Yeah, but the World Cup is usually in the summertime. But now because we're in Qatar, it's in December.
Oh,
so that's why I kind of got confused. But yeah, my brain, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, it's December. So yeah, middle of December, end of December, we'll have the final.
This month we're gonna see it. Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, this month we're gonna see it. So I'm rooting for Argentina. Their next game is in the round of 16 versus Australia. Australia's been playing well. Again, the rest of the world has been playing really well. But I think Argentina's just I don't think any team wants to see Argentina. Look, Brazil's being picked to win, which they were picked to win in the Copa America, and we beat them at the Maracanã, which is in Brazil.
That's the thing. Soccer has so many. It's just so confusing to me.
How?
Like with like the national teams and the clubs. Like I know you try to. You try to tell me about it, and I just don't. I literally don't get it. Like, but you don't have to explain it.
No, I got you. I'm not gonna explain it. Yeah, you're right. Soccer's a little complaint. The easiest way I usually tell you is that it looks like Team USA. They have their Lakers, Miami Heat, different city teams, right? And then you have the Team USA when they go to the Olympics, and all of them combine together and they play. It's basically the same thing for national teams. Like for clubs, which would be the NBA. You call them clubs.
Oh, okay.
And then you have the national, the actual countries like Team USA, and you have Argentina or USA.
So there's only two things: there's club and national.
Correct. But in clubs, there's different clubs in different countries. So like per se, in the USA, the club would be called the NBA. In Europe, it's called the EuroLeague for basketball.
Oh, I see.
For basketball.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
But it's the same thing.
It's basketball.
It's named differently.
Correct. People are getting paid professionally to play basketball on a different team somewhere in Europe or somewhere here in the States where they could be playing the Lakers, Miami Heat, whatever. Soccer's it's the same. It's the same
that
thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I don't know why I couldn't like absorb that
There's
information.
There's just a lot more in soccer than there is basketball.
An NBA
correct.
Which you see, I don't really watch soccer, but I've been enjoying watching these Argentina games. I'm not gonna lie. I think you kind of got me into it a little bit.
No, it's the biggest sport in the world. There's nothing better than the World Cup. There's nothing better than soccer, period. In the West, in USA, American football, whatever though. Like I used to watch football when Peyton Manning was around, but after Peyton Manning, I'm like, I guess like I don't really keep up with
watch football.
I don't really keep up with football no more.
I'm not really interested.
I'm more
football.
into basketball and soccer. Like football, unless another Peyton Manning come around, which there might be another one coming around because in their family tree. So I'm interested to see. I think his name was Archie. I don't know. It's not Archie. No, is it Archie? I don't know.
That's a nice name.
But yeah, I think he plays for Tennessee or something. But or Texas, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the only guy. Maybe if he comes around, I'll get back into football. But besides that, miss me with that.
I don't watch. I think the only football I watch is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because of the performance.
Correct. Oh, yeah.
And Rihanna.
Oh, yeah. She's performing at the Super Bowl. Yeah.
This Super Bowl, and I'm so excited. Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure like it's probably going to be the most viewed Super Bowl. Probably. Because of Rihanna.
It's probably going to be
She's been in a hiatus for so long.
You know what's interesting? I think Taylor Swift was picked at first, and then they dropped her, which
really?
is pretty funny. Yeah. I think she was picked to do the Super Bowl at first, and then there was so many negative comments. We're like, yo, like I was like, whoa.
Really?
So many negative comments. You gotta think about it. This is a Super Bowl halftime show. Like Taylor Swift is cool. Like I'm not like I'm sure people will go and tune in for Taylor Swift. She sells billions of albums year round.
She's very popular.
She's very popular, but I
get what you're saying. For a halftime performance,
yeah,
it's like I feel like Rihanna has a more like selective.
Yeah,
like,
it's like a hype song. Or like,
it
gets you excited,
songs.
get the crowd going. Like Taylor Swift is more like the first kiss and the very, it's like
that's so old.
Yeah,
that's
but like, when I think of Taylor Swift, that's the only song I think about.
Like, come out with a lot more songs.
I guess
she's cool, but I do agree. I think Rihanna is a better fit for the Super Bowl halftime show.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. I'm so
excited to see her because she hasn't came out with anything recently except for
the Wakanda songs.
Yes, which they're really
pretty
good.
Cool. Yeah, they were pretty cool. But yeah, World Cup has been awesome, man. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the World Cup. I know I've been watching it, day in and day out. Every single match.
It's so
Belgium
annoying.
got knocked out today, number 2 in the world. Yeah, okay. Germany got knocked out. I love that. And things. So
only 2 teams got knocked out today.
Today, no, usually it's four teams. So there's 4 teams per group. So
Belgium, Germany.
Belgium, Germany got knocked out. Costa Rica and Canada got knocked out as well.
Oh, our fellow neighbors.
Yeah, our fellow neighbors. They didn't win a game, but but yeah. So World Cup has been cool, but we can move into the anime of the week.
Yes, I'm so excited because
we could talk about some stuff.
You already know.
Yeah, we could talk about some stuff.
You already know.
Okay, so we didn't do it last week. Okay, let's talk about last week.
You want to talk about
let's talk about last week. Let's talk about the episode.
You're gonna have to refresh my brain.
Okay, last week was the.
Oh wait, I know. I remember Chainsaw Man. I can't forget about Chainsaw Man.
The throw up
scene. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, disgusting.
Crazy.
Like it's not gonna win Anime of the Week just because of that. Because I can't have it winning with that kind of disgustingness going on. But Bleach last week was pretty crazy. I think Ichigo went up against the king, and also Ichigo was confirmed to be also Quincy, which was pretty crazy to find out. So I think Bleach definitely won Anime of the Week last week for me, and it's gonna be interesting to see how Ichigo takes this, because going back to how everything's playing out this week with Ichigo going to the Soul King Palace and training with the Squad Zero guys, and I don't know if they know if he's Quincy. Maybe that, I don't know.
Who, the Zero guys?
The Squad Zero, because they because I think the king wanted to do something with them or something like that. Yeah, the
king wanted Ichigo specifically, but also Rukia
and Renji. And Byakuya's alive.
Yeah.
Like that was like, what? Byakuya, and obviously people in the comments were saying that Byakuya was supposed to remain dead, but which is really unfortunate that in society that there's people that do this stuff. Supposedly the mangaka Kubo was getting a lot of death threats in Japan.
What?
Because Byakuya died, and that's not the first time I've heard
come on,
that's
guys.
Not the first time I've ever heard of something like that. I've in other series I've heard people in the comments say that certain characters didn't die or whatever because they were getting death threats or whatever. Attack on
Oda?
On Titan. Like people were. I remember like a while ago, people were going crazy on Twitter saying that people were sending death threats to the Attack on Titan mangaka, and I was like, shit, like for what? Like why? Like so
because the story is not the way they wanted it. Like what? Like
so,
who's the author here? Like who's writing the story?
The thing is, fans get invested so much, and it's like, look, man, I get it. I'm not. I would be upset if something I feel like, you know, I was invested in drop the ball, in my opinion. I would be upset. But to send death threats, like who are you to be sending people death threats? Like that's completely ridiculous.
No choice but to bring him back.
So he
because of that.
He succumbed. Let me not succumb, but he basically brought him back because of that. That's what people in the comments say. I think it's allegedly. I don't know if it's fact. I see people in the comments. That's what they was all over the comments. Like every other comment was saying that. So I was like,
if that is true,
maybe it's true.
He will never do that again.
Right.
He will probably, I'm never going to kill someone else. And that's probably, you know, we have that issue with One Piece because a lot of times they don't
kill people off. Ace.
He probably doesn't want to get death threats.
Oh, he killed off Ace.
that is true.
Yeah.
I did forget about Ace.
Yeah, but
you know, like moving, you know, forward, and he's probably like,
right.
Forget that. It's not worth it.
Man, if one of the
people are savage out here. If one of the
straw hats get killed, yeah, that would probably happen. I could see that happening because if it's like that,
crazy.
This wasn't gonna. Like, and I think that's probably what happened with Ace too. Like I think people got in an uproar, like maybe because I think when we were doing One Piece back in the day, people were saying, oh, people were mad at Oda because of the Ace thing. So I don't know.
And if you kill the author, like there's gonna be no more Bleach.
Yeah.
Like what are you even saying?
But at that point, I think those people are like, you know, you ruined the series for me, so I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's too much.
For 100%, it's too much. It's like, who are you to be doing that? Like, it's just ridiculous. But you know, it is what it is. It's the world we live in. It's fucked up, and we just keep it moving, right? But you know, it's interesting that because I was even kind of shocked that Byakuya died. Because I was like, okay, Yamamoto, old, whatever, fuck it. You know, he lost to the king. He's not the main character. Ichigo's the main character. We move forward.
Yeah.
But a character like Byakuya, I think I took Byakuya's death worse than I took Yama's death. Because I'm like, whoa, like Byakuya died? Like that's a character that's, to me, that's very popular, and I really like him as a character. And you killed him.
Not only that, but he has so much room to grow as a character.
Yeah, and I was kind of shocked about that. But you know, it's, you know, if that's the theme that the author wants to go with, then I'm with it. I'll keep watching. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the if you wanted a shock value, you got the shock value out of me. But some people didn't care about the shock value. They just, he's like,
JK is still alive.
Yeah. So so Ichigo is in the palace now. I think they're recovering because they're going through different. They're gonna go through different
pond. Like it was.
No, it's not pond.
They're healing.
Every squad 0 has their own palace, their own little kingdom or whatever. So now they're in like one of the. I forget this guy's name. Kirinji,
I don't remember
whatever.
Their name.
I don't remember his name, but they're like in a hot spring. And he's healing them because he's the one that taught Unohana how to heal. So he's even better at healing. So what he's doing for Rukia, Renji, Byakuya, and Ichigo is he's healing them even further and replenishing their spiritual energy, their spiritual power. So I think they're going to go through phases. I think they're starting off there, and they're going to go to the next palace. I think there's 5 palaces. And they probably go through all 5 palaces and then probably go to or maybe Ichigo goes to the Soul King.
Yeah, because the Soul King wanted Ichigo for another reason.
Correct.
Which we still don't, you know, it has something to do with him being half Quincy.
It has to, because
that's the only obvious thing.
Because look at the Soul King as well. This dude looks like he has some Quincy things going on.
Oh yeah, we actually
was all blue.
We actually saw him.
Yeah, we saw him at the end of that last episode using like in a blue crystal with some weird eyes. So
like it was like a head, like his head was there in the crystal.
Well, they showed us the head. I don't think he's just a head now. That would be crazy. Just a head? Zordon? What's going on here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But
that's what they showed us. So he's a floating head.
Yeah,
for now at least.
That would be interesting. But
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man. We're gonna go. So yeah, Bleach won anime of the week last week. Chainsaw Man won the anime of the week this week. So I think they're tied again.
But Chainsaw Man last week was like, I really enjoyed it.
I did really enjoy last week, but I'm disqualifying because of the throw up in the mouth. I'm not doing that. Disqualifying.
But this week, Chainsaw Man. Like,
yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah. Chainsaw Man. That came out of nowhere. Like, how... Like, we were just chilling. Everybody's chilling. You know, everyone's moving on.
You even said it was going to be a chill episode.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a chill episode. Half. You know, everybody's... Because we had just beaten the infinity level. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, you know, a chill episode. You know, we're moving forward, whatever. All of a sudden, we're in a train with Makima and because she was supposed to go meet up with people to get reinforcements because of Denji.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, these people come out of nowhere with some guns and some weapons and start shooting up the place. And Makima, we still don't know if she's dead or not.
Yeah.
Last thing we saw, her body was just laying there dead. And I'm like, there's no way that this character just died like that. And then fast forward, these characters, this old lady, this grandma pulled up on Kobe and other homeboy and started shooting them as well.
No, Aki was with
No, Aki was with Denji
in the restaurant.
But Kobe was with her partner, like the guy.
Oh yeah.
And they were walking and this grandma came behind them with a gun and started shooting them. Like, I'm like, so, you know, that's craziness, crazy. Things came out of nowhere. Animation was ridiculous. Even from the start of the episode with Himeno, you know, removing her sandals and everything. Like
oh my gosh.
That's the thing about Mappa.
Beautiful.
Like, that animation, like, they just be going.
It's like their everyday, like, living, like, just daily tasks. Like, just the way that they present it is.
Yeah.
I can literally just watch, like, hours,
stuff like that.
Hours of that.
Yeah. Like, Mappa they're just making Chainsaw Man probably one of the best animes.
So freaking ever. Good. I love it.
Like, the way they're animating Chainsaw Man, the quality, the care that they're putting behind this, plus they're getting new endings every episode. Like,
you can tell, like,
they love Chainsaw Man over there.
Yeah,
they love Chainsaw Man over there.
I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, the end of the prologue, like this is just the beginning of Painsaw." Right. I seen like Painsaw instead of Chainsaw.
People are saying this is actually the start of Chainsaw Man. Everything else was just the prologue.
What?
Yeah.
Can't be serious. I'm so like Chainsaw. You know, I feel the same way. You know, like. Tokyo Ghoul is like my all-time favorite. I feel the same way like with Chainsaw Man.
Yeah,
like it's like on that level.
Those kinds of animes seem to always be good. I don't know what it is. You've never seen Parasite, have you? No, you've never seen Parasite. Oh, you should watch. Oh my God, you would.
I've heard of it.
Parasite.
I've heard of it, and I know it's popular, but I've never watched it. No.
You would love Parasite. I wouldn't mind rewatching it with you.
Really?
Like, I love
Parasite. Okay, then let's watch it.
When I was watching the early part of Tokyo Ghoul a few years ago, I watched Parasite on my own. Parasite was really good. Like, if you watch Tokyo Ghoul, Parasite would be like in the recommended tier. Like, it would be something
same genre.
Correct, like in that gory genre and stuff like that. I know, I like that stuff too.
It's good though.
Yeah, I know, it's good. But yeah, I do like watching that kind of stuff. And Chainsaw Man is up that alley. Chainsaw Man is
freaking incredible.
Yeah, like Himeno, man, rest in peace. She tried her hardest. And that weird girl at the end that just came and revived the guy. I believe they call him the Katana.
Yes.
The Katana Devil.
And she looks like your average chick.
Yeah, she just revived. Like, those people came out of nowhere. Yeah, man, that episode, I don't know what the hell that episode was,
and
man,
even Power was like, she didn't even try to fight because she's like, there's no point. There's literally no point. She's going to lose.
Yeah, like, they just got wrecked. Like, that episode came out of nowhere and just started messing up, just fucking up everybody. Yeah. Everybody was getting shot. Everybody was getting killed. It was crazy as heck.
Every week, Chainsaw Man is just like, there hasn't been one bad episode.
No, I don't think so.
Freaking one episode where I'm just like, oh, this was kind of like meh. Like, it's usually my anime of the week every single week.
Yeah.
I would say even for last week. For me,
you think anime? You think okay? So it's up 1 week then. So we're what? We're 8 episodes in. So Chainsaw Man would be what? So it'll be. So if it's not tied, because if it's 8 episodes, I think it was 4-4. Up by 1. So
it was tied. It was tied.
It would be 5-3.
Yeah.
So for you, it'd be 5-3. For me, it'd be 4-4. I think it would be 4-4 between that and Bleach. But,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Bleach, but they're two totally different like animes.
Yeah, they're
too,
so
like,
different too.
But I just feel like I fall more into like the Chainsaw Man.
You've always loved those type of animes a lot. Like I know.
It's hard for me to really like, you know, like I don't really like Tokyo Ghoul was the last. No, I take that back because Tower of God, I was like,
oh, you love Tower of God.
Yeah,
too. We love Tower of God.
Yeah, Tower of God, that's another.
Yeah, I love that one.
We can talk about that one later because oh my God,
yeah, Bam,
that
Rachel,
story.
Shit,
I cannot wait until we see more of that.
Yeah, there's another season coming, which is why we stopped the webtoon, because the other season's coming, so we want to watch it.
Yeah, because we did read a little bit of it.
We read a little bit more after season 1 and everything, but we had to stop because the next season's coming. We gotta jump on that. But nah, guys.
Team Bam, Team, what do they call them again? Viol, Team Viol.
Oh, Bio, yeah, from Tower God. But yeah, man, Chainsaw Man was fire this week. I think Chainsaw Man was anime of the week this week. My Hero Academia has been awesome as well. You know, they're still doing their thing, but it's just nobody's really competing with those top two. Bleach and Chainsaw Man just seems like top two right now. But My Hero,
Spy Family, we spoke about it.
Spy Family, man, taking a back seat is just not the same anymore with
which
that.
Which sucks because I feel like we were really rooting for Spy Family ever since we saw the trailer. We were like really excited about it. Yeah,
it's just, you know, I just wish we could see more of Yor, and you know, it's just like we went to like some side quest stuff somewhat. It's just like I don't know. But Spy Family, you know, I think it took a major backseat, specifically this season. And but no, Blue Lock has been awesome. Blue Lock has been getting so much really notoriety because of Japan. Like every time Japan wins, Blue Lock is trending.
It's only right. It's only right.
Because it's real. The Blue Lock is real. Japan out here doing crazy things. But I'm rooting for them, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast, man. This was a fun podcast.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Link in the description below.
Definitely, guys. See you guys later. Show rolls out.